Today is Saturday, May 9th, and this is news from the Frunk. Hey everyone, good morning. Rumours of my death have been exaggerated. I know it's been a long time since the last episode, but news from the Frunk is back. Today we're going to focus on Model S, and we're going to talk about the introduction of the 70D and the other changes that were made to the configurator a couple of weeks ago. So there was a very hectic week a couple of weeks ago when Tesla introduced the brand new model, the 70D, that replaces the S60 as the entry-level model. The base model now is an all-wheel drive, so there are now 4 cars in the lineup: the 70D, the 85 rear-wheel drive, the 85 all-wheel drive, and then the P85D. The 70D is a very interesting car. It's got a range of 240 miles versus the 265 or 275 or 253, depending on which variant of the 85 kilowatt hour battery you get. And I think it's probably going to become the de facto car for many new owners. At the earnings call last week, and I'll talk about the earnings call in a couple of videos time, Tesla admitted that the 60 had hardly been selling, but going forward they expected that the 70D to probably make up at least 50% of all new Teslas sold. At the same time that they introduced the 70D, they also made some other changes, and it roughly coincided with the 6.2 software release. So 6.2 introduced a tweak to insane mode that gives the P85D 3.1 seconds to 60 versus the 3.2 it had before. It also changes the speedo in the 85D to change the top end to be 155. And it also decreases the 0 to 60 time of the 85D from, I think, 5.2 down to 4.4. So the regular, quote regular, 85D is now almost as performant as the original P85 that I've got. So it just shows you how the cars have evolved in the last couple of years. There were also a whole bunch of other changes as well. The color change, the color lineup has changed a little bit. We've now got a titanium, there is an ocean blue, and a new silver. As with all things that Tesla does when they make changes, everything kind of happened in a bit of a rush, and colors came and went, and then colors got renamed as well. Amazing how quickly Tesla can react to things. I don't know whether they were always planning to call titanium, or whether that was in response to a bit of feedback from owners that they were confused about the color. But Tesla launched the new configurator, had the new colors, and within about 24 or 36 hours had renamed some of those colors, withdrawn some colors, and it was all a bit chaotic, which is one of the reasons why I didn't report it at the time. I was just waiting for it to settle down. So as well as the colors changing, there are also some pretty significant changes to the configurator. Once again, Tesla has simplified things to try and reduce the number of options that are being built on the line so that they can maintain their gross margins, I think. So one of the other big things that's changed is that the tech package is gone. So there's now a premium package and the autopilot package. So a lot of the things that were in the tech package are now standard. Things like keyless entry, the folding heated side mirrors, the daytime running lights, they're all standard now. But there is this new premium package. When that was first released, it was $5,000, and there was a big pushback that was a lot of money for what were really some kind of nice to have item. One of the things that people wanted to have was the power lift gate, which is in that new premium package. And paying $5,000 just to get a powered lift gate was I think putting a lot of people out. So there was a lot of discussion on the forums, a lot of feedback to Tesla, and Elon issued an email to the global sales force dropping that price from $5,000 to $3,000, which is still expensive, but makes it that little bit more affordable. So now the autopilot is separate from that premium package. It's a $2,500 option when you buy the car, or a $3,000 option if you get autopilot turned on afterwards. Now all cars, the new cars, come with the autopilot hardware. It's just your choice whether you get the software turned on or not. Okay, that's about it. There were a few other changes made with various option prices getting tweaked a little bit, but overall a big simplification to the options that are available. Things moved, tech package, and it's worth, if you've been thinking about configuring a Model S, it is worth going into the configurator and taking a very close look, because things have moved around an awful lot compared to what they were before. Overall, the pricing much more attractive. It's come down on quite a few things, and I think if you configure a car today, it's probably a little less than it has been, and certainly that new 70D is very price competitive compared to how the range has evolved over the last couple of years. All right, that's it for today's episode. Another episode coming soon. We'll talk about the new Tesla Energy announcement, and we'll talk about the earnings call.